Hello, people. I hope you can hear us.
Please, if you guys are really nice in chat, can you pretty early just say anything about audio levels and mixing? We'd really appreciate that.
I have turned on the volume for.
Yep. Rating work dumbass my screen. Well, I'm sorry, reading phones and stuff. And here we go. So yeah, we're trying to go through the campaign, and the first thing we'll ever do is basically just to set up the OSTs, because this game, I mean, this is like the era when Need for Speed had some banger tracks. I mean, no matter what genre you're into, it was overall just very brilliant.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go through that first, and then we'll go into the career. I think before stream we planned about having like the in-game breaker car, and Dondy is very much into Mustangs, so let's make a killer Mustang. So if there's any of you guys who love that, that will be hella fun.
The raid just commenced.
Oh hell yeah.
I want to do this because it seems like some stuff for.
Nice.
But yeah, let's do this.
Let's do this. Oh hell yeah, this is gonna be great.
There we go.
Here we fucking go. Yep. Alright, now to be on. That is actually pretty dope.
I don't remember how to get the chat up here.
Oh. Yeah? Chat up? Alright, you'll do that. I'll be DJ. Nope. We are very much rock and metal guys, so I apologize beforehand, but seriously, it was some dope shit. So yeah, this is the first thing we're gonna do. I mean, this game has some insane music. I mean, if you're into metal, this is like heaven, because it basically has everything. Look at this, like, Disturbed and all. It also had Mastodon of all things, which is like insane.
I don't remember how to get the chat up.
Oh no, oh, fair enough, yeah.
I can see the chat if I go into...
Oh right.
Do this, but...
This is actually pretty good, I think. Hell yeah, Hand of Blood. Fuck yeah. Nah. Alright, the OST is done. And since we rep our boys here, yeah, and by the way, we're not playing this on PC for any of you guys wondering. We were playing this on PS2 because we actually both have physical the original disc, but Dondy's computer doesn't have a disc drive, and we tried to find it digitally. But that was actually apparently harder than you would think. So every time you search that up, it was like, yeah, let's play the reboot. But yeah, we're not into that. Oh boy, here we go. He comes with the Crin Adventure. Can you remember anything from this game? Like
you drive and win races.
That is correct. Here it being summarized. Oh boy. Oof. Oh,
can you skip actually?
I think I will have to do that. I think I skipped here. How's your car? Oh.
Do you remember if you can skip stuff?
I think I can. Yes, here we go. Because I pressed the button. Yeah, it was only the loading screen for some reason. That was interesting. Yeah, sorry, we'll have to skip that one. You can look that one up right now, because we're using on a PS2 and an old disc here. So yeah, ironically, the thing here we start with was the BMW M3. No, that was not the lag. It was actually my disc. I think it's pretty busted on the old PS2. So yeah, ironically, this dumbass here is trying to take our car, so we will have a Mustang, ironically, to end up and beat him with. That would actually be funny, wouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, in hindsight. So yeah, I've been super stoked for being able to do this. Wait, I think you can actually button configuration, so you can do different in case of the control thing.
Oh yeah.
I was worried about. Analog? Nope, that's this is NOS? Right. There we go. Oh, this is a bad start. Just a sec, I'll change menu things. Drive with the analog audio gameplay. Here we go. I'll save. No. Car damage mirror units. That's gonna be metric. So then we'll have kilometers per hour because we are not British. Controls. Steer NOS. Accelerate. E-brake. Here we go. This is the one I use.
Stupid Google. I don't need chat box. I need to know how to actually see the chat, and I don't remember how.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I didn't run that fast. I could see that. I can memorize. Usually I kind of make the jump beforehand. So yeah, this is basically the tutorial of the game.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Just talk.
Yeah, I'll talk so. I'll be skipping cutscenes, sadly. That's a shame because I'm kind of paranoid about the game crashing like this. But essentially, this sets up like, yeah, you have to beat like doofuses up to that. So this is essentially the training wheels version of the game. And then it's basically setting up. So like with a buddy of mine called Kanai, who might be looking in the chat, I told him about this. We usually joke about the story is basically like find your princess, and the princess of this game is literally this car, which is the BMW M3 here. So yeah. So the whole plot of this game is basically like get your fucking car back. And you know what? As for a car people, that is like all the fucking motivation you need. There we go. Once I get into the rhythm of this again, I'll be very good at understanding the physics, and you will never see me tap any of the brakes, so you will never see any brake lines. Because once you have like the rhythm and flow of this game, you can basically memorize how the corners will feel. I can already see some of my muscle memory kicking in. Yeah, and for all of you guys who are perhaps familiar, look at our damn names. We literally call ourselves BUUS out of tribute to those.
Yeah.
Just play a name. Oh, here we go. And Ronnie down. I think it's interesting that Ronnie actually has a cooler car than.
Yeah.
This cutscene doesn't have the problem. So yeah.
So far.
Yeah, so far.
Maybe it's just a start. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a yeah.
What did I tell you? Shadowed me. I couldn't shut up.
Look at this cheesy shit.
Oh, it still does it.
Yep. Oh damn. Freezing, freezing, freezing.
Old stuff.
Oh boy. Yep. I think I have to skip cutscenes.
Yeah.
As in legit, it's freezing. Oh damn. Might have to boot up again, sadly. Yeah. Oh damn. Shall I just do that?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yep. Sadly. Yep.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, take a chill. So, yeah. And we're going to try to drive with arrow keys. Yeah, arrow keys is very much my preferred. Yeah, that sucked. Anyways, we'll quickly be back there. So yeah, any cutscene, I'll just skip that for a sec. Yep. Might take a time to learn up. Yeah. Oh boy. So yeah.
Just let it be. Just wait. It's an old machine and it needs to actually boot up probably. Just.
Yeah, it doesn't help either with my disc perhaps being a bit itchy. So.
Yeah. Didn't you just drive when we have the game? Drive. Yeah. Skip cutscenes. Drive.
Yeah. Sadly. It was kind of it was being a deceptive little shit because like oh no, so just mash that start button.
Okay,
so, yeah.
This is annoying me because I thought it would be easier just to pop out the chat because I usually write on OBS. Now it's just
So yeah, here we go, speedrun, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we'll get right into it. So yeah, if there's any of you, so cool seeing the PS2 menu again. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Right. It's very cool. Here we go. Let's take 2, my ladies and gents. Since I removed autosave like an idiot, I think I actually need to have that. Here we go again. Does he controls, and I'll just see if it has the OST ready.
Yeah.
We can kind of do the save scum thing actually if we want to have a specific car.
Yeah, so we don't so we don't lose the pink slip.
Yep. I meant as an you know, stealing from. Oh yes, it remembers. Fair enough. Hell yeah. All right. Controls. Yeah. Oh, it's a control type. Right. Steer, accelerate. Right, it should be okay now. Back. Alright, auto saves. Fair enough. So yeah, I hope there's any Mustang lovers in the chat. So if not, sorry. Oh, this is gonna be great. Start career, everything. Alright, just mash the skip everything.
Every tutorial I find about this is just how to add a chat box. I know how to add a chat box, that's not the point.
Fair enough. Yeah, skipping that.
Let's go, hey Cranky.
There we go, yeah. We just had a major F in take 1, but yeah, I'll try to skip every cutscene sadly because we're running this on a PS2 and with a slightly old disc, let's say that. It's been a true veteran of all. So yeah, this is, you know, back when I got this, I remember like it was back at confirmation stuff, right? And I remember Mick getting Metal Gear 3. I remember Jack getting Drakengard 2 or something like that, in one of the Drakengard games, and Patrick getting something else. So this was like the era of like really hype games, and this was like the first racing game where I got non-car guys into racing, you know, stuff like that. So this was like, oh boy, I forgot the metric, damn it. Sorry, I'm not taking Imperial units. And now everything should be okay, except, here we go. Alright, let's go fast. Here we go. You'll see we actually have been here before if you're archiving this. So yeah, now I should be more aware of the steering. And I still touch wall. Here we go. Oh no. So yeah, this is once you get over like the main tutorial and story of the game, you essentially have the best sandbox things ever for a racing game. Here we go. I'm just mashing like crazy if you can hear that on the microphone because I just want no cutscene, no cutscene, no cutscene. Here we go. See you later, Ronnie. By the way, I'm pretty paranoid. Is audio fine in the chat? By the way, can we hear any confirmation? Just for any one of you guys who drops in. Yikes, that was a bad one. Oh, here we go.
Hey, Cass is there.
Cass. Oh, yeah,
Buddy.
There we go. It's time for the Mighty Most Wanted. It's just such a cock tease because you get this awesome driving car and it's such a legendary thing. And also, if there's any of you guys who watch this and isn't into Fast and Furious, right? The color scheme of this car is no coincidence at all. It's like the reverse of Brian's Skyline, the R34. So they totally ripped that off on purpose. Also, I think it was a very interesting move to have like a BMW as the main car, because usually stuff like Need for Speed is usually the Lambo and the big V12 supercars, more than having something that is more street based. So this as a hero car is very, very weird. But it became such an icon to this day, even though this is actually a pretty old game. That is still like seen as the hero thing, and there are still people trying to mod their BMWs to look like this. So from this game, so yeah, it's very cool. It's like this game here, to me at least, and for those of you in the chat who knows about how much of a nerd I am about this game, I feel like this is one of the most popular. Oh no, be aware of that can. I feel like this is one of the most loved racing games for non-racing people, because it just, the hot pursuits in general and just chasing away from the cops are like basically like playing Twisted Metal, but with a more cool ending.
I like how the thing is that the bull is chasing the bus.
Yeah.
BUUS!
Yeah, chase the bus man. Oh, still have to get used to the physics. It's still kind of heavy. Yeah, we'll get there. I think in like in a very short second I will not touch walls anymore. Here we go. See ya, bro.
Cranky Head is asking, and the idea popped in my head, did the Fast and Furious take inspiration from racing games?
I think, actually there might be something about it. I think more Fast and Furious was trying to embrace tuner culture, which is like having Japanese imports and trying like basically regular cars like we're used to in Europe, right? And trying to beef those ones up. So yeah, but in this case, Need for Speed actually borrowed from Fast and Furious, and then they tried to import that into a video game. So ever since Underground, Need for Speed has been more associated with tuning cars and non-big V12 Lambo supercars. So if it weren't for two Fast and Furious, I don't think we would have these. I don't think Need for Speed would have looked as it did right now.
Well, look what the underground let loose. Let's see how good you do in the daylight.
This is actually a reference to the Underground games, because this little throwaway line here actually implies that you're the guy from Underground. Both Underground games. And it's such a little detail that actually adds a lot. But yeah, this guys here is actually the tutorial to get into the game. And I think it's actually kind of annoying on second playthroughs and stuff, but I think for like when you play it the first time, I think it's actually brilliant, because it teaches you, all right, this is a cool car that does this and that, and you get familiar with it. Also, this is so cool to this day still. The sound of this engine here sounds very, very, very akin to the real deal. Even with the gearbox changes, sounds very rough. So you can really hear when it changes up and down. You can just hear just like pure like engine crunch in a different way, because it has no bearing inside the transmission to make it even or smooth.
Does it have family?
Oh yeah, it does. It does. It hella has family.
Okay, I'm not gonna concentrate on that anymore because it annoys me too much, so I'm gonna focus on this and the chat.
Yeah. If I'm nerding way too much about this game, just in terms of the car shit, just like just tell. But yeah, just hammer away with questions.
But again, the audio is fine, right? You can hear everything. By the way, there's no music right now. It's
No, that is yes, that is actually on purpose. Very weird it is, but once it gets in the game and we actually try and pick our first car, then it will happen.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
A little heavy here. Take this L. Audio balance is super duper.
Nice.
Oh, that's great to hear. Once the soundtrack kicks in, you guys will see some really dope shit for Need for Speed. Comparing that now to what's in modern day Need for Speed is insane.
But you don't like the mumble in Heat? The electro mumble?
Honestly, it's not. We have fucking Cardi B in Need for Speed. That is absolutely bonkers.
Is that one of those things you can't skip?
Yeah, but that's an in-game cutscene, so I think that's fine. I think it's more like when it renders videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that stuff.
Look at this bitch.
That's a Mustang.
That is. Ironically, we're gonna strange cars. But this bitch here, right? He's kind of like.
Mit fede spil. Min fede optagelse.
Oh no.
What?
As you mean in the cutscene loading, right?
No. It's because I fucked up.
No, I fucked up. Here we go. 1, 2. Yeah, and now it's time for BUUS Racing. Here we go.
It's because it's actually taking the whole
what?
Yeah, the whole it's taking the program now.
Right? Oh, still touching walls. Not a good sign. Anyways, Razor's a bitch, so I'll beat him. Oh, hi there.
Wait, what just happened? What the hell? Is it still running for you? Yeah, it is.
Oh, here we go.
So I'm gonna do something really shortly. Oh, here we go. That's because I actually accidentally
What?
accidentally hidden it. So
Oh boy. Oh, here we go. This is the final practice things. So now on after you will see the main bulk of this game, which everyone loves. It's not the racing. I'll be perfectly honest. That is kind of okay, but the main bulk of it is like learning this fucking map and get away from the cops.
yeah,
That is the heart pounding, very fun part, and the thing that everyone remembers. Because again, the game here enforces you to progress through having good pursuit skills, which means car combat in this one,
car combat.
basically. Oh, that's bad. Come on, you can do it! Damn it! Oh, I fucked that one up. But yeah, now it goes back to the first thing as you saw, because essentially it's trying to foreshadow this. It's so weird to think that instead of just showing you, they'll let you play it. Again? But I think that is like the only thing. That is like the only thing, and usually, if I do this correctly, I'll make the jump here. Yeah, and the car's fucked even. But usually I make the jump, it fails, it lands, and it sounds like I smashed the car. But it's just straight up because, yeah, something here. Oh no, the mighty cutscene, yeah. But the thing is, Racer fucked up your car somehow. I don't know how he did it, but he did.
Yeah.
Because he's a magical bullshit, just every part of that shit.
So should we go for the Cobalt?
I'm glad you said so, because that's also my favorite car. I mean, who would have that?
I actually had a friend who enjoyed playing the whole game in a Punto.
You can totally do that.
Yeah, I know.
You can totally do that.
Did you choose the right one?
I chose the Cobalt, yes.
Yeah. It just seems like
I can see on stream delay, so it's just like, yes.
it seems like you're on the Punto, and then you just said, yes, let's do this.
Let's do this. Yeah, now the game begins. Chat?
Based.
Yeah, chat based chat. How would you feel about being? How would you feel about me fast traveling through events, or would you like to prefer me driving around the map?
Yeah, let's get that in the chat. If some of you knows how to do fucking what's it called?
Huh?
Voting round, do that
Voting
because
round?
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, poll.
Yeah,
Right.
poll.
Poll, yeah. Or if you guys are indifferent, I mean. I think of all things streaming wise, this is like one of the things I fucking always have wanted to do.
Patty wants you to drive.
Drive to every place. Fair enough. I think there's a mod to do that. Fair enough. Drive to every place. Fair enough.
Yeah, I know it's a mod who has to do that.
That's gonna be.
There are several in the chat right now.
That's gonna be very. That's gonna be very annoying if I have a high heat pursuit car. But thank you. I'll do that. Yeah, fuck this guy. So yeah. Oh, that's cute.
I actually found out what the problem was when you go with this.
Yeah?
It's an update. You can't do that anymore. So I need to actually chat here.
Oh, right. Just do it! Fair enough.
So the only thing I can actually do in OBS right now is actually just do the sound mixing stuff and But yeah, it's fine. I just need to turn this on.
Oh.
Did you press the wrong button?
Nope, I had to press hard.
Oh damn.
Yep. Alright, we'll still do this.
But can you actually change the control?
Yeah, but I didn't think any of the buttons, I just have to pay attention.
Alright.
It was just one that first one. Yeah, this we're playing like on a very
well, I mean, a PS2 is old, so you know.
Exactly. I just I think next time I'll just have my bootleg controller. It's actually pretty good as being shit. It's actually pretty good for being for what it is. So here we go. Yeah, and now you can hear OST. Shortcut here. Yeah. This game actually, if you want to 100% it, you will realize it's actually very long. Still made up. So if you're trying to 100% it, this will actually take a lot of time.
You know what I figure out?
Yeah?
It's sad, but it's not a thing in here. If you could get a bus, you know.
No, that actually there. I think if I remember, I think there is actually a Need for Speed game where you can unlock something like that.
Yeah, okay.
As a bonus card.
But damn, that could be fun because with a BUUS gang.
I mean, I think in Carbon you can literally. No, that's a dump truck. Where you actually, they made that as a challenge thing.
Which says the hillbilly bus.
No, just the garbage truck. But that's very fitting. There we go.
Here's the thing. When I first played Need for Speed Carbon on PS2 back in the day, right?
Yeah.
I had it in Danish for some reason because that's when all the games that came out it was on Danish, right? On the text, not the voices.
Right.
So I got when I tried to customize my car, I of course had the Mustang because I'm a Mustang kid, right? Mm. And it says in Danish though, removal of the roof, right?
Yeah.
But then I found out you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
You could only, lift it or lower.
Oh yeah, that's the.
But in Danish it says removal of the roof. But it's
that's crop shot. Yeah. Oh, that's so dumb.
That annoyed me because I wanted a fucking Mustang with what's it called in English?
Convertible.
Convertible. Yeah.
Yeah.
My brain right now. I wanted a fucking convertible, right? And then I was like, yes, I can do that, but no, I couldn't.
No. How do we do that?
Trying to remember the controls.
Yeah, and just like how I minimap. No, down. Here we go. All right, we want to launch this event.
BUUS!
Right, I have to fast travel and I have to check the map. That's the thing. I never do that. All right, let's drive around on Play Demand. We'll do that.
The map in most waters still holds up very well today, if you ask me. It's fun to just drive around.
Honestly, I think this is actually where all the Need for Speed games, I mean, I'm biased as fuck, but I generally do believe that all the Need for Speed games has a tendency to make the map more engaging and more fun. And actually, it might not be the biggest ones, but every single area is interesting. I'm so used to fast traveling, it's not even funny, because I now realize that I'm not familiar with using the GPS function on the map. So
could you fast travel on?
Yeah, you totally can do that. So I have to do this to events.
I actually always used the GPS system.
Yeah, I never did that. Ironically, ironically, in the open world games, I usually do that. But in this one, I'm just so inclined to, alright, I'll get the money to get the car I want to progress. Because the game is long enough in itself.
There's your force. You can just see the cars like
Yeah.
jumping and stopping for no reason, and
Yeah.
like the big truck from before, it just jumped on the place, right?
Yeah,
like what the hell?
In the Carbon, they actually begin to try to dodge you, which actually fucked me over because I was used to, alright, they are dumb as fuck, they never do anything but brake. But then they try to at least turn away from you, which actually makes it harder once you're trained to. They don't do that. And because the games are so similar, it's just different enough to fuck you over. So it's just one of these weird things.
I just love when you actually run into a car, it just turns around and goes the other way, right? Oh, okay, I'm going this way instead. Like, the programming is weird.
Honestly, the thing as well is like, it's actually not much, the cars aren't actually much better looking than stuff you would find in the Need for Speed games on the PS1, which is weird. So I think it actually took them to like, I think it actually might need to go to stuff like Undercover or stuff like that. That's another Need for Speed franchise, by the way. Not franchise game, where they actually began to at least update it, because there was a clear difference in detail between the regular just NPC cars and the racers. So.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good call to do it like that. I think it's a good call to do it because otherwise it would be very problematic to have a lot of things on the screen, because this game goes nuts in the pursuits. It's actually straight up ridiculous how many cars there can be on screen, and also helicopters. And to be frank, I'm fairly impressed with the whole ability for a console of all things to handle all this bullshit on the screen. So, especially for the time, right? Oh boy, trip. Yeah, there's still some muscle memory.
Yeah.
I can hear the question mark. Ding. Alright. Dondy, which Need for Speed games have you played? I'm pretty curious about that.
I think the original Hot Pursuit, of course, and actually Hot Pursuit 2.
Right.
The one I've actually played the most before I actually got this was Porsche 2000, the OG for PS1.
Right.
And I played that a lot because I loved to drive around in Paris. That was
Right.
was awesome. But and then Underground 1 and 2, I've actually played quite a lot, but vigorously. It's Most Wanted, Hot Pursuit 2, and Porsche 2000. That's the ones I've played very much. Like, and of course, I've played both Heat, Payback, and 2015. And 2015 comes right behind the three others, because I enjoy the game, but I know the problems of it.
It's pretty interesting because you're one of the few people I know, right, and that has like, you have actually tried to experience the old era, like when they were still trying to appeal to like sell expensive stuff like that, because the first Need for Speed was actually made partly for like basically advertising, because it was actually called Road and Track presents the Need for Speed. Yeah. So it actually used to be like kind of a car advert, weirdly enough. But that's very interesting that your first one was Need for Speed Free Hot Pursuit. But also I think it's like one of the greatest still to this day. Very fun game.
Yeah.
It actually holds.
And of course the remake of Hot Pursuit.
Yeah, that is
That's decent, but it's not Most Wanted.
Hell no. I mean, it honestly, the thing that kind of weirds me out about it is that on purpose, right? On paper, I should hate it, because I don't like Criterion the way they do games. I think Burnout is overrated as fuck, and I think stuff like Flat Out is just plain out funnier and way more arcadey. But honestly, they did an amazing job with that game, where it's just like the things that is good in that game is so good that I don't even care. And so yeah, if you like Ridge Racer-esque handling, and imagine that with more burnout like situations with crashes and weapons, I can highly recommend it. It's very fun. It is one of the best Need for Speeds in the new era, which seems silly to say because it's still actually an old game. And I went the wrong way. Here we go.
You need to learn the GPS system, man.
Totally, I was just like, I was trying to yeah. Oh boy.
Back in my day.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I really am.
Yeah, that's fun because I'm older than you.
Yeah. Back in
Kids these days don't know how to drive.
they can't even drive like small bitches. They only need to drift. It's true. No.
Growing older by the second here. I'm just saying.
I swear to God, man, I will be the most grumpy shit ever when it comes to Need for Speed games.
Well, I mean, we have a cranky cat in the cranky head in the chat, right? So,
Indeed.
so you can be grumpy and cranky.
Honestly, that's usually how it goes. Either it's like this, like in REL, right? It's like either I say something utterly stupid and he gets disappointed in me, or he was just like, what the fuck? It's kind of like that. I mean, what can you expect? We literally met each other in Sonic.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, think about that for a sec.
How romantic.
Indeed.
I mean, situations.
Back in my day, we used to live at a corner. Oh, that's fucking great. Oh, that's when Diesel strikes again, ladies and gents. Yeah. Do you have the SO command on your channel, by the way?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Should I shout out Neon?
Shout out yourself, man, because you did a great run of this. I really enjoyed it.
But why should I shout myself out? I mean, we already on the channel.
Oh, right. Shout yourself out. Do it. Another one.
I'm gonna do something else.
Do this? I was actually thoroughly impressed about how good you were at that game.
What?
Neon. Actually, I was thoroughly impressed with how.
You haven't streamed since Diablo 2.
Nope. Or something about the. Oh, it breaks. It pitied me. Interesting.
We have 10 viewers right now.
Huh?
We have 10 viewers right now.
Fair enough. I hope you'll enjoy this. Come on! Come on! Controller, don't fail me!
He's been sick.
Oh, I've been sick. Alright, right. Fucking did it first try. It pitied me though. Right, now we upgrade the... Nah, let's wait with upgrades until Sonic. He's a little bitch. Alright, let's do the Polish shit. Let's fuck with the Popo. Donny, would you be up for just having like a very basic looking Cobalt just to fuck with everyone? We just all totally unhyped just to beat people in slot cars.
It could be fun, but it's not a Mustang anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Are you streaming? Yeah.
So yeah.
Feel free to shout yourself out if you do.
Here we go.
Andy says I've played Underground 1 and 2. The this most wanted. Close Read, Shift, Hot Pursuit 2010, Shift 2, Most Wanted 2012, Need for Speed 15, and Need for Speed Heat.
Right. Need for Velocity High Temperature, that's my favorite new one.
Need for High Velocity Temperature.
Yeah, high temperature, yeah.
That's heat, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's just a trolly way of saying it. It's like it's kind of like shit post.
Need for velocity high temperature.
Yeah, that's here we fucking go. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna jump to this because otherwise I'll never find a Popo.
I'm gonna do us a favor because I need coffee. I'm gonna bring this table closer to us, and we use that to put our coffee on.
If you
I hope you can.
Yeah, sure. I can engage. Yeah, this chat here is why you play.
Not the phone, right? Not the Nokia engage.
Nokia engaged. Yeah, here we go. I mean, the thing here, this is the fucking reason why you play this game. It's not the racing, it is this bullshit. Because it's so ridiculous what you can get away with.
We can do this, right?
We can do this, exactly. I mean, as long as I'm playing doing most wanted stuff, I'm happy. I think you could dead ass like be a big nuisance to me watch me right now because I'm playing most wanted. it is that.
You
game.
have small PP.
Yeah, sure, fair enough, but I still play most wanted though. So.
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
This is literally. Look at this. Look at this bullshit. Imagine that with like 20 cops on your ass. That is gonna be absolutely insane, guys. Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, anything that gives me higher blood pressure now. Look at this cool action hero shit, right? I need to hit through. I really only played this. Honestly, as a guy, I mean, as much as it's pain me to say, if you could choose only one Need for Speed, this would be the one. Because of one specific thing. It has everything, and I really mean this. Besides proper drag racing, it has like everything that is good about Need for Speed games. It has the mega supercars that is kind of like synonymous with Need for Speed, but at the same time it also has the classic formula, the formula of like you can still customize the cars. If you're more into tuning and customizing, I would recommend Underground 2, but besides that, it's actually perfectly fine. And this game does the thing that Need for Speed is known for, which is the pursuits. Yeah, Carbon is... You have to be more into racing games. And Carbon is kind of like... Carbon is weird in the sense that it has the potential, but I don't like the Mario Kart things of like, oh, this is a car tier, this has car, you know, the whole thing, this car handles well, this car has good acceleration. It simplified things for casuals to understand what certain cars handle with characteristics, right? But overall, it's just not my cup of tea. And it's a good game though, and I have had fun with it.
We're not gonna drink tea right now. We're gonna drink coffee.
And yeah, I'll throw donut up their ass here.
People keep telling me I can still do it.
Still what?
Still do the chat thing.
Right.
No, I don't want to fight it. I tried Carbon and didn't really like it. I mean, Carbon is decent. The thing it has going for it is it's actually the graphics for its time. It was hella pretty.
Yep.
It looked realistic for its time, right?
Yeah.
But again, the gameplay wasn't really most wanted.
No. I think the main problem I had with it was like it just felt like a sequel without the length of most wanted, and also the truck. And here we
Going to drive into Optimus Prime now.
Yeah, Optimum Prime.
Are we gonna do the?
Na. Can I do this trick? Oh, I cannot.
I can do this.
Ah, I can. Oh, fair enough. I'll have some points here. Swirly. Yeah, get fucked. And now we can escape through this place here if I'm timing it correctly, and I will get both milestones at once. Oh, it magically spawns. Here we go. Turn. Oh, I will not have that then. Fair enough, I failed. If I was a big cool guy, I would do that once. So the next one should just be hammering floor. I'm until the first boss called Sonny, Blacklist number 15. Well, you just killed yourself, mate. I'll. Jesus, they're really eager to not let me get away.
Like I remember back in the day when I played it.
Yeah.
Whenever I had to do the get chased by the police for at least 2 minutes, right?
Yep.
I was like, oh, freak me. Like, I really hated it because I was so scared that it would take my car.
Just get faster.
No, but that was the thing.
Yeah.
I knew how to get away from the cops instantly.
Yeah.
But when I had to make them, chase me, that
Yeah.
was the problem.
Oh, yeah. I was more of a psycho because I was like, oh yeah, now the fun begins.
I will destroy you.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I want to kill cops.
I must destroy.
I will destroy you. So, yep. There we go. And here we go. I mean, I could really just drive away, but I just want to test my memory and see how good I am at chasing away. Yeah. But yeah, when the car gets busted like 3 times, they will literally take your car.
I'm going to cur.
A curb. Can we take out Sonny? Can we take out Sonny? Is it Sonny? Time for Sonny. Oh, I need one more pursuit, guys. All right, I'll do this then.
Go eat it.
These nut. Target acquired. Yeah, that's kind of like the thing. Look at this! Look at this shit.
Man, if they could get the fucking most wanted in new graphics, it would be.
It would be the best. And the thing as well, they know it because they literally made there was something called Need for Speed World Online, which is like the best way where it combined the map of Carbon, the map of Most Wanted, and it was basically like a weird online car MMO with weird power-ups though, and it was hella busted to be frank. And it was pay to win, but it was free to play. In other words, it wasn't great, but they know about its legacy and also its potential, which makes it even more annoying. Why did you take that way, you stupid? I'm not complaining. I'm just wondering what the decision making was behind that. Oh, you really don't. Well, fuck me. You actually do. I commend you for that, Mr. Donut Muncher.
If I put your copy here, can you actually reach it?
Yeah, I'll do that.
I have my copy here.
Yeah. Right, so that's. I think the Zelda cup will be yours.
Yeah, of course. I did that on purpose so you wouldn't take it.
Hell yeah. Any Zelda fans in the chat? Yeah, there's really no reason for me to reach the Meta thing. Right, and now it's time for Sonny to get the big F. Sonny's looking for a run, I get it. If we're lucky, we can actually get Sonny's car, which is a VVW Volkswagen Golf. Right, and I'll go for Star.
I'll have to go favor.
Coffee V, target acquired. But yeah, I love this game. It's always fun to go back to.
Tastes like diarrhea incoming.
Oh. Liquid shit?
Well, I mean...
no, that's not mad.
You do get the tendency to actually, you get the urge to actually go to the bathroom after a couple of dozen cups.
Yeah, I mean, especially rolls with my fiber intake.
I mean, I know, because whenever we have 4 rolls of toilet paper left in our toilet, you're like, you're out of toilet paper. No, we have much left, and you're like, no, it's not enough. Maybe not for your weekend, but for us it is.
I mean, of all things, right, to have a lot of, I think that's like the smartest thing. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you use hell a lot of toilet paper.
I mean, I'm full of shit, so that's...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, at least it's on character, right? Here we go. The thing here, since I'm such a good boy and listen to chat, potentially the police is free roaming, so they can potentially screw up my run here to boss fight here to start on the map, right? So if any cop spots me, it's just like, yeah, I cannot trigger this event. Which really fucking sucks. Oh, circuit races. Oh, that's cute. Get fucked, Sonny.
Oh, I know. Thanks, Andy. The error's not there, and I think it's because I'm actually live, because it doesn't want to show up.
this here is a very good idea, and I think this is also what most wanted to try to do with every single event, the reboot, where it basically made an intro for the cars going to arriving to the fight. Right? Hell yeah, Matt! Blood and thunder. Here we fucking go. Eat shit. Eat shit from moving. Yeah. Take this stock cobalt and make it beat your ass. This is some grade A metal as well. The car really needs more torque here, because when I turn too quickly, I cannot accelerate while driving, while cornering, because it doesn't have the torque to pull it through the rev range. So this car really needs a more powerful engine, badly. Now you stop like it is. Yeah, but after this boss fight here, I will upgrade the car and increase the performance. Not necessarily for beating these guys, but just for pursuit convenience. And there's like, you can get some markers. We'll try to have every single performance things, because we spoke about, I think I've mentioned this before, like the main mega car we'll make is a Mustang. So. And now he breaks for no reason, thanks John. Still touching a little walls here, so...
Just need to drive better.
That is indeed correct. Oh, thanks for running into me, dude. Yeah, the pedestrians is the final boss of this. Now he slows down for no reason, I love it. Still... Oversteer. Oh, here we go. Come on. And become a stock cobalt.
Oh, now I know the problem, but it's not something I can do now.
Oh.
Thanks for looking into it, Andy. I just found out the issue. Apparently a lot of people have had that issue. Yep. Is that it kind of locked me out.
Why does it?
But it didn't. So now the chat is gone. I need to log out and log in again.
Right.
But I can't do that while we're live.
I mean, we can have a short break. Right?
No, that's fine. I'm just gonna use this chat.
Alright. Fair enough.
It's not something that's important right now.
This game right now is a little unhyped, but that's like the kind of like the typical racing cycle that's been like for many racing games around this era. But once you get in and you get to the fun part where you actually have to do insane pursuits, this game, you will understand why this game is so charming to me. There is one thing that makes this game hella dated compared to many, and I think like this is actually the last one. Do you remember the whole thing about when you played open world games? You had these weird boundaries that's like, yeah, you have to unlock this area to progress. I think this is actually the final Need for Speed where that's the thing, which really sucks, because it totally breaks the immersion. And the way it's done as well is so dumb. So like once you get to, I think Vic, and beat him, you will have much more of the map unlocked.
Yeah.
But from learning the game, it's actually a good idea, because then the map doesn't get too convoluted and big. But you can, it kind of really feels what. But yeah, I think that was like the idea of this time, because they knew that having a big map was fun. So. In Underground 2, I think it actually, while stupid, actually did it better, because you had to unlock the map, as in you had to find shops just to explore that. And this is just like, yeah, they will give you that for free. It's just more area in this one, because it's a different game. Yeah. And it's not like the console couldn't handle it or something like that, or it was pre-rendered shit. Yeah. It's what it is.
I just changed something up here.
I have the Blood Mountain album. Nice. That's a Mastodon album for those who don't know. Blood and Thunder was on on the album before. It's the one, I actually don't remember what it's called. It's the one with the whale on it.
I just saw borders and figured I needed to adjust, but no, it's just a capture card.
Right. Here we go. Come on, you stock cobalt, you can beat his sunny ass. Hell yeah, both of them on time. Here we
go. He says you gave him the album.
Right. You might, are you sure? Yeah, that might be. I think I also gave you a fuck ton of Master Puppets because I was into that times. Here we go. Oh, I can still take it! little too aggro.
Is it sunny? It's sunny.
It'd be sunny.
It's sunny in most walnut.
Hell yeah, it's always sunny. Oh damn.
There's a car.
Oh no! Thanks for that car. Yeah, now it's just like, yep, no torque, no torque. Oh, here we go. Now he breaks from
You did indeed give me a master of comments as well.
Hell yeah. I mean, it's the greatest metal of all time. Fight me.
Having fun?
Hell yeah. Oh,
Well,
just waiting until the cars actually get fast. Then it's gonna be even better.
We also have the Silent Hill games, right?
Yes.
Now we know this works. We can actually do it.
SH2 would be very good.
Yeah, and I'm guessing I'm gonna be the one who plays it, right? Because I've never experienced it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think honestly, Silent Hill 2 is actually pretty easy.
Yeah, but is it freaky though?
Honestly, no. But the theme is, and the themes are.
Oh, and I also have.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be, dude. Could you imagine making a drinking game with that one?
Yeah.
Everyone would hate each other, just throw shit at each other because when you play co-op in that game, if you don't know, guys, you share the HP bar. So imagine like you being hella good at something, right? Being hella salty. Or like I wouldn't say it's that hard, but it actually is. But you share the HP bar.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you keep screwing each other over, you're screwing yourself over.
Exactly. No matter how good you are, you're tied to your buddy. So if he sucks, tough luck. You will not win. and that's such a salt fest.
I know I'm not this one. But the annoying part is I really want to remaster on at least PS3 or something because it's a game that needs to be re-experienced.
Yes, it really does.
It's one of the best co-op experiences, if you ask me. It's so fun.
It is, and it really feels like a cooperation.
And every character has their own abilities. I love that. Even when you unlock Scorpion and Sub-Zero, yes, they mimic moves from Kung Lao and Liu Kang, but the special abilities are still their own.
Totally. This here is what we were going for, the unique performance things, because that is like hidden buffs upon stuff.
Yeah, and the special cars, right? The cars we unlock via the...
but this is like performance plus. You cannot buy this one, so it's basically like a free buff. With a finger buffer. What's the good one? I think it's random every time. Let's try middle. Extra. Fair enough. Extra cash. That's always good. That's not bad.
So, Chad, would you be interested to see me and Yax at some point beating each other up in Shaolin Monks?
We both have the game actually. So.
Did I tell you about it? I actually sold the game for many years ago, right? I sold the game.
Really?
Because I wanted another game, so I kept, doing the
just kind of
sell a game, get a game, and then I was like, okay, I really miss this game, and I talked with a buddy about it, and he was like, well, why don't you have it anymore? I don't know. And then I went to buy the exact same copy I sold. Just to get it back. So since then I haven't sold any games.
Yeah.
My collection is as complete as you can imagine because I never sold a game since then. I've sold duplicates. When I got the Spider-Man PS4, right?
Yeah.
I actually got a copy of Spider-Man with it.
Right.
So I sold that to a friend.
Yeah. That would be a fucking good stream as well, dude.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It's hell yeah.
I can do that. But yeah, the thing is, I have a huge library of PS2 games now, just because I was at that time when I lived with my parents, right? When I got off school, I had to wait for the bus to actually.
Nice. Here we go.
I had to wait for the bus to actually be here.
The BUUS?
The BUUS. In the town, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go to GameStop, and I was like, I haven't heard of this game, but it looks fun. I'm gonna get that. Right. So a lot of the games are actually shit in there. But I also have a lot of good games, just because I just, bought it like that.
I don't know if I actually... No, I think I will actually wait with getting this one. It doesn't seem to have any points on the transmission.
What's wrong, Melon?
Yeah.
You can't sleep?
Oh boy.
She's taking a nap.
Alright. That's cool. Speak for that. Gotcha. Body kit.
Time Crisis. When? I don't have Time Crisis.
Oh boy. Body kit actually might be an idea.
Yeah, and I always remember the body kits in this game looks hella good.
They do. Actually, they're very tasteful because they.
I actually like the Danish word for it, like skirter. Like
Skirter.
Just imagine this, right?
Oh yeah.
Girls are into Barbie dolls because of the skirts, right? But in Danish, come on, dudes were into Barbie girls as well, but just in car format, right? Because skirter, skygge.
Jeez, you're totally right. You're totally right. This is essentially Sims for dudes.
It's fucking Barbie girls.
Yeah. Which body kit are we having, by the way? It's just body kit actually makes sense for ramming purposes.
Then get in here and get a hug because I'm streaming.
All right. 201 chat. 201 chat. You choose. Body kit 1 or body kit 2 or none.
Body slam Yax or body slam him not.
Body slam these nut. I can't. I'm not wearing any. 2. Fair enough. We take 2.
Then a better reason to actually get here.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's look at this chat mobile here, right?
So chat, should I go give Melon a
2.
hug or not?
Fair enough. It's gonna be 2. This chat has spoken. Rims. Nah. Done. Alright. And then we paint the car. I think just.
For now, Melon has been the only one to actually. I'm always going red. If you were wondering.
Red.
I'm always going red.
Red. All right.
Not that red. The one, the darker one. I think that might be orange actually. Yeah.
This
so
one.
It must be the one on the left side. Not the lowest, but you know the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Very Ferrari red. That's fair enough. Right.
Okay, Andy says no spoilers on the stream, but there is spoilers. A lot of them actually.
Spoilers. Oh, we're gonna.
And also all the hugs for Melon. Okay, that's 2 on yes and 1 on nah.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of people left.
Let's see this. Fuck you. Spoilers. Here we go.
This was gonna be a spoiler-free stream.
Hell no. Such a dumb joke. Actually, the car comes standard with them. All right. I think that is it for now.
I'll hug my fiance and say to her to behave.
Yeah.
Remember your coffee, man.
Yeah. Coffee. Thank you. All right. So the cycle will be like this. Me going through and try to gain the race first, and then and then it becomes like the pursuit first. So I mean, if depending on how you guys would prefer it, I think it's just easier, especially now since I did a mistake. I did an oopsie. I did the fast travel thing. Sorry.
So you defied the holy chat and fast travel.
I did. Just by it's so ingrained in my muscle memory, man. Here we go.
It's so good in your muscle memory.
Well, yeah.
I must look away. And Melon got her hug, and I told her no, I'm not gonna do that again for a while.
That's fair enough. Big Chevy, so.
But again, this whole stream was about you having fun. So.
I mean, I would stream this anyways, but just like I didn't have the opportunity to do so. Because
no, you don't have the capture card. So
no, not really. It's just one of the things I always want to do, man. And we talked about this a lot due to the soundtracks and stuff. Because of the situation with that. So I was willing to axe my channel just for that, in case it became a problem. But I just think this will be better on your channel anyways, because unlike me, you actually stream consistently. So, I mean, you do compared to me at least. So, there's a few games I would like to stream, and that's like how I prefer it, right? But streaming in general, it's like there's certain things I really just enjoy, so I just stick with that. So when I'm into a game, I'm really fucking into it.
You're fucking into a game?
Yeah, especially this one. I ram everything. I shove my big Chevy into everything.
Hey, remember these donuts you got
Oh yeah, I thought they would taste. I was genuinely surprised because I thought they were like mega bad, but
Still have to.
oh boy. Yeah. Oh no. For any one of you British in the chat, if there's any one of you, I'm using kilometers per hour instead of miles per hour because it gives me a false sense of. I know first I have an idea of how fast I'm going, and also kilometer parker. Yeah, there you go. Because I can better judge speed and stuff due to that. If you ever need parts, no, bye. I like how I don't even give a single fuck about everything because it's like, yeah, I know what it is. And also listening to NPC seems very meh. Alright.
He looks like Nice Peter.
Nice Peter?
Yeah, it's a YouTuber.
Ah, I don't
He's
know.
one of the guys who actually does the epic rap battle of history.
Alright, for a second I thought it was something very different. Because you said, I was thinking about it, another Peter called, I think he's like the eating challenge one. Peter something something.
Peter something something. Did his parents hate him?
Exactly, it was like Peter something something, a famous.
You know the old nursery rhyme, right? Begitty begitty begoy.
What?
Haven't you heard that?
No.
That's an old nursery rhyme here in Denmark. Like begitty begitty begoy på something, right?
Yeah.
And like Thomas Hartman actually has a joke about it because he's like, man, her parents sounds like the most annoying people in the world. Like, what's the name of your child? Birgitte. Okay, what else? Birgitte. You've already said that. If you don't hurry up, I'll say Birgitte one more time. I have to go home and see Paradise Hotel.
What?
It's fucking stupid. Like Birgitte, Birgitte.
What?
Like that's that's actually annoying. Like Birgitte as a name, right? And then Birgitte as one of your surnames, that your middle name, right? Birgitte.
I mean, it's like the Danish author who's called Helle Helle. That also seems like a piss take.
Yeah, but again, and that's like it's. I know it's because it needs to rhyme, but it's a lazy ass proposition because it's like the wrong way to say mirror mirror on the wall, right?
Yeah.
It's actually not how it is, but everyone remembers like that. It's magic mirror on the wall.
Right.
It's the same thing, right? Because let's just say Birgitte and then Birgitte one more time.
Yeah.
No, you can't rhyme with the same fucking word. That's lazy.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, say that to modern rap. You know, or Johnson.
Got this money and I got my swag and I got this money and I got my bag. What?
I mean, shout out to Johnson, the Danish rapper. Like, he doesn't even try, man.
You got me not sad, mens jeg halter på mit højre ben.
Oh, that's. I mean, it's so shit, but we. Honestly, the fact that shit was popular is just mind-boggling.
Only the Danes would understand this.
If in the chat, Danish culture, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's unintentional comedy.
No, he takes himself very seriously.
I really don't think he does.
He does.
Are you for real?
Yeah, there was an interview with him about 10 years ago where he, how proud he was, how big he's become, and how proud he was that the Kick for B song was actually the one that got him into stardom, because he says that was the most serious number he's ever written, and I was like, are you for real?
I gotta hear more from that guy, man. I would have a fucking blast hearing his own bullshit.
People often compare him to, or at least his fans often compare him to LOC, right? And that's...
Come on!
And I hate that, because LOC is actually cool.
He's a very good performer, and also he is actually good lyrically.
I mean, credit... Flash Patron!
Credit is
hey,
credit.
Uki.
Where's the thing you remember? Yeah. The thing about the thing is you actually remember it. Oh, you meant about the lyrics or what? Is that what you meant about the Johnson lyrics? Yeah. We actually joked about this before in another circumstance, where it's like the whole thing about that track, right, is that if you call that Mujaffa, it would totally work as a parody.
Yeah, again, Danish stuff, like a Danish flash game where you're a dude who actually rides a BMW and you actually need to pick up chicks and fuck them in your car. So the whole song is like Mujaffa personified, I guess.
And delete this message. That is indeed. You're totally right. This is the thing where Mini says that it's actually sometimes the dumb shit is actually what makes you successful. But that's like music in a nutshell, anyways.
Princessa is confused. It's because it's a Danish rapper, or let's just call him that, who's called Mark Johnson, right? And his song is called "Kig Forbi," and it's in English it will be come on over, like that, right? Yeah. And the first couple of lyrics is "Kom ind og træ, mens jeg hælder på mit højre ben." I do my entrance while I hump on my limp on my right leg.
All right. The thing, I think the best way to describe what the fuck it is. Imagine like someone dead ass tried to be street, and basically rhymes like Mary Poppins or something like that. And for some reason, that was like popular.
Yeah, he made it big because of that track, and it's so weird.
And when you actually have some, I mean that's I think that's music in a nutshell.
I mean, I love the guy not because of his music, because of his meme status.
Yeah.
I don't listen to his music at all, but I often like look up the lyrics just to laugh.
Yeah, man. I think people like to shit on Lil Wayne, but he actually has some surprisingly okay lyrics at times.
Yeah, but not Kig Forbi.
No, Lil Wayne. That's no.
That's the pinnacle of shit. Okay, he's not LOC. Like, come on, he can make everything cool.
I mean, I also think he is like blessed with the perfect voice.
Yeah. That's the thing. If LOC actually was the one who raps Kig Forbi, it would be much better just because it's him.
Like, honestly, he could fucking narrate a movie.
Yeah.
Imagine him narrating like Paradise Hotel. Could you imagine that just the buzz?
I mellemtiden har vi har vi Cassandra, som ikke ved, om hun skal knalde med Peter i aften. I would just eat that fucking thing raw.
Right? Yeah. Honestly, it would be funny as fuck. Sorry for alienating every English viewer. Yeah, Lil Wayne is fucking...
I wish I could be cool as you. Oh god. No, but Rammstein is still cool. Mark Johnson isn't.
Yeah, I think it's just sadly because we have such a big Danish audience to the point where it's just like, guys wouldn't really get it unless you're like that.
No, but it's still fun for me.
I mean, fair enough. Fuck it.
But then again, like, Andy has a point. You can still enjoy music if not in your language, right? I mean, and just my band, right? We have another fucking album on the way, and apparently people in Spain hear us.
I think with rock music it translates very well because it's such a sonic driven, but rap is lyrics
driven, yeah.
Which I find it so weird to hear that many actually like French rap. I'm like, what?
The only rap I actually quite enjoy is actually Polyphia with the track Goat.
It's so weird.
It's kind of a rap number, but with a guitar instead.
Yep.
It's hard. It's old school penis tickling right there.
Oh. This is actually a big F trying to do it like that, but
I remember I actually used to drifting. Not you couldn't slow down in multiplayer, right? But
I'm trying to cheat here with that thing to gain more speed.
I actually drifted. I was really good at drifting in that game. So when I beat one of my friends in this game, I often like pulling him right, drifting towards the wall, right, just next to him, just to screw him over. The game is so great at giving lessons on how the game works.
Right.
Because it's not. This is easy. Now it's hard. It's actually progressive because you learn as you're doing.
Yes. Also, I think this is like the final black box game where the rubber banding wasn't. I mean, it's still ridiculous, but not that ridiculous. It could be well. What the hell was that, Neo? Yep. You have time slow mechanic in this one, and you also do in in carbon. I think that's like one of the last things. Also, you can abuse that to the maximum, where you can do like this, where your car literally becomes heavier. I like to use it for also slowing time down, so I have better reaction. I make the car heavier, so I make a less high of a jump, which means I will not lose much speed from the suspension.
Will not lose much shit.
No, I will not lose much speed while going through that. And also, once we get in pursuit and I have a proper fast car, you will see some insane shit. You will see a car becoming a missile of death, basically. Especially if you
eat that tutti frutti.
Yeah, like candy to a baby. Hell yeah, Mastodon. Oh fuck.
Oh, that's right. That's something you always play when you're here.
It's
on the guitar.
Hell yeah.
Yo, you should try playing that on the uke.
Nope.
Like you said, nope. What are you talking about, man? Ukulele is the most fucking metal instrument in the world.
Maybe if you're deaf.
Okay, the thing is, chat, Yax really hates the ukulele, and I often bully him with it, so...
He's such a mean guy.
And
the shit you do for friendship, Ryan.
The further things you do for French.
Yeah, the shit you do for French dip.
French onion dip.
Yeah. Oh boy. Come on, you slow Chevy! Alright, I have to redline this. Just max it out. I think it doesn't have a 6th gear, so it tops out like at around 170 miles or something like that, or 200 and...
Use the right system here. We're not savages.
That's true.
I know some places in England they actually use the metric system, but I don't know where exactly. I just one dude I actually know.
It might be Scotland actually. It might be Scotland.
No, not Scotland. I actually talk about England, not just the British area.
Right.
One I know from real life, he actually grew up in England.
Oh, we parked top speed.
And where he lived, it was the metric system.
Right.
But again, it's a big country, so maybe, you know.
Yeah, it might be like perhaps this Schleswig-Holstein situation. Look at this big win. I'm trashing that.
Get me some recorded uke and I'll make it sound epic. Set up some distortion on that shit, yeah. But Andy, maybe you can help me here. Do you know of a place in England where they actually use metric?
There we go. Now it's time to break the popo.
Nice, Peter.
Break the popo.
Hogan pig.
Hogan. Boom. That could be fun. Come on.
I'm just gonna check the stream quality real quick.
Yep. Oh, come on, you.
Okay, here again. There you can see, there's actually nothing wrong with my computer in that. It was only Resident Evil that had the problem with streaming.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing reported or anything.
What the fuck did you do?
Nope, no notifications. It actually works.
Right. I was thinking about I was trying to talk to the exposure podcast.
I believe we call them insane asylums.
I swear, I'm not nuts.
So you're saying that people who use the metric system in England deserve to be in asylums? I mean, you could just join the rest of the world and actually use the right system.
Here is the thing, you're just foot fetishes. You like to use feet as a metric.
No, as a unit.
Yeah, exactly.
Not metric.
Oh, so as a way of measuring distance. I swear to God, the only reason why the British...
I prefer metric, by the way, yeah.
I think the only fucking reason why the British system has this is because it's the kilogram and the liter was literally a French metric. So it's just like, I think it's straight up due to that.
The thing about it is that I'm gonna sound biased, but it's just a fact, right? There is no reason not to use the metric system in small units. Because, like, we have the fucking 0 point in the degrees, right?
Yeah.
That's where it's hella cold. But in, I think, the Imperial system, it would be 23 degrees or something.
I think, yeah, the thing with Fahrenheit is like body temperature is 100 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
So there is logics around it, but I think for like in case of degrees is like based on water. So 100 is like when the water goes from a liquid to a gas, and then I mean it's basically simple shit everyone knows, but I think that's the logic behind it. So
yeah, but again, like I talked with somebody or saw somebody talk about it that it's easy to convert in the imperial system. You just have to say 2 tomatoes, and I was like, what are you talking about? And that's because 2 tomatoes sounds like a fucking number, right? And I can't for the death of me figure out what it is. And I was like, yeah, but you know what you do in the metric system? You say 10, 100, and thousands.
yeah, just like 10. And if you have to divide with something, just like put
it's
a
still
comma
10.
in that shit.
Like, come on, it's so easy.
This here is like the dumbest and funniest place in the game. This is the dumbest and funniest place. Look at this bullshit.
I can't get you.
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Look at this bullshit. They literally try to kill themselves at the boss.
Do you know?
Oh, he did it!
Do you know anything
Great
about
job.
the conjugate system? Because I don't get it.
Centigrade?
He said conjugate. No, centigrade. I don't know what that is.
Centigrade?
Oh, I've heard about it, but what the hell is centigrade? Actually, what is it?
Maybe, I don't know. Centigrade. I am not. Is that the one with Kelvin and shit?
Do you know? Can you tell us about it, Andy?
Or just link it to it?
Is that oh, that's yeah, that's all.
Degree Celsius, yeah.
Celsius, centigrade.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, but that again, we're used to calling it Celsius, not centigrade. But
Just
thanks,
like
thanks
we
for clarifying, by the way.
And we call Fahrenheit for heathen bullshit, so that's fair enough.
No, it's fine, man. Because I know, I've actually heard the word before, because they use centigrade in Australia also. They're not calling it Celsius.
Yeah, fair enough.
But it's still the same. So Celsius and centigrade is the same.
It's old-fashioned ways of calling it. Just like
Yeah, that seems fair.
that's like called a car in an automobile.
Yeah, but it's still. No, I'm older than you, so don't say that.
I'm old.
You're a fat ass horse.
Who's powder? Who's powder? Who's powder? That's the Canadian way of saying it. Of power. Will this ever work?
Okay, try to say this. Buying boot. In English.
Buy a boot?
No. Bar.
Just a boot?
A boot what?
A boot? What are you talking about? I swear this shortcut never works.
We're not gonna do versus because I actually only have one PS2 controller.
Yeah, versus is not the thing in this game. I'm sorry, chat. There is 2 things that suck in this one, in this game. One of them is drag racing and rubber band. But yeah, I think just for kicks after we could, but I don't think it would make much sense to be honest.
Not today, I think.
You know, this is like.
I think next time we can you can bring in your home controller and then we can do it.
Yeah, maybe for fun. Yeah, for fun.
And then we need to do the Holy Pinnacle of Shaolin Monkeys.
That would be.
And we need to find the fucking power supply for that PS2 because that's hella better.
Yeah.
I know it's here somewhere, but
yeah, we'll find it. We'll find it. We know that way.
But I think I can actually buy one on AV cables. Let me just check.
Right.
Because AV cables has everything.
Oh, fair enough. Let's see if there's any mile. I took all these. Right. I'll just map.
Oh, NES Bus has it for about 112.
Yeah, I mean we can find it, can't we? Anyway.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like NES Bus is actually a pretty good place because they have a lot of.
I mean, if you can find one that's better with more conversion things, I think it would be good.
Yeah, but NES Bus, like I was saying, they have a lot of retro stuff, and they actually the last time I was in Koreacon, yeah, they had set up shop in the place, so they had a lot of retro gaming systems like the old Sega, PlayStation, whatever, and they actually showed me you can buy a lot of stuff still because they actually they buy old stuff and repair it and sell it again.
Neat.
We actually desperately needed something like that, I think.
Holy traffic. Come on, look at this. Is this rush hour or what?
Okay, Cass, we need. I have a PS2 Slim, right? But I can't find the power supply for it. I have the cable, but not the little box, you know, the power supply for the PS2 Slim. So that's why I use the Fat Boy right now, but the Fat Boy is annoying. And I actually think that's the combination of your old disc and that's old. It's because that's why it's actually lacking in the in the cutscenes.
Might be the pound.
I can send you what I actually need.
Right, here we go. Drive to everything. Choose things here. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. My old PS2 broke sadly, so I was like, ripping that.
That could be awesome.
Nice. I like how he sounds. Respect to Matt talk and all, but I like how he had like he sings over his own harsh vocals because he sounds so much like a bitch without him. Metalcore singers never change.
Metalcore's not metal, yo.
I mean, they sing like little boys unless it's like Kill Switch and Gage.
I don't know. I actually still like Bullet from Valentine.
I do, but not for vocals.
And I also like Avenged.
Yeah, Matt Shadows is a general proper rock singer.
He has an awesome voice.
He does.
Oh man, that reminds me, isn't it Blind by Change here?
Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold is in this game.
Yeah, it's Blind by Change, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or Blinded in Change?
Blinded in Change.
Yeah.
Funny you say that because listen to this when the cutscene triggers here. I think actually this dude when his intro is actually Avenged Sevenfold, if I remember correctly. No. Thanks, Cass. That's your fault. Now I have to get away from this. Fuck you.
Why is it Cass?
Because he said I could not fast travel. So now I have to get away from the police to actually the boss fight. Fuck you. This is exactly why I didn't do it.
But again, look at it this way, right? We can't see the cutscenes, right? We can't watch the cutscenes.
Yep.
So this is a way to actually make the game longer for us.
Yep.
You want to experience it all, right? Oh.
Alright, and now we killed the cop. So, yeah.
So
sorry, we wasted the cop.
Should we do timestamp of this one? Like, when are we gonna stop?
Oh, that, I mean, that's totally up to you, because I can do this shit in, like, forever. Honestly, I think I could man mode this if I was dumb enough.
I'm not gonna clean up this before we're actually finished for today.
Yeah.
But I could actually.
And then Sevenfold, the outro. The fact that I can remember that shit.
But I can use your help to actually clean this up.
Fair enough. This section is so sick in the song. Oh, and then we have it. Oh, that was a blessing. Oh, here we fucking go. This is the preview I heard from the track, man. I fucking love this game. I love this game way too much. Honestly, I would love just having. You know what? This on PC with proper mods. That's it. And I would still have a blast.
You don't have a PC.
I have a shit laptop, but you're right. I mean, I could rent some mods.
Probably. Yeah.
It's not a very demanding thing. It's just
But it's high in demand.
It actually is. It actually is. I think it.
It's not demanding, but it's high in demand.
I actually think this might be still the best-selling Need for Speed of all time.
Been ace, guys. Thanks, man. I'm not doing much other than just speaking and saying dumb shit.
Yep.
And no, it's not the same thing. Apparently.
Man, there is a close parallel, I gotta say. I'm hungry for these wings, you know.
I have salt and pepper chips right there.
Oh, nice. Too. I just want to get more in the game because once you see the bullshit you can do with the pursuits in this game, it's gonna be hell entertaining.
saying, about 5 o'clock we're gonna put pause on the game. Like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna stop like that, but we're gonna pause the stream,
Yeah, sure.
and then we can figure out something to eat with Melon, and then continue as soon as we order food.
Honestly, I love it. Honestly, it's the reason why I'm so hyped about this, and I've been talking about this. This is like childhood game for me, because this is like the racing game I could get all of my buddies into, and it was hype, man. It was a time when Need for Speed were for more than just car games. So, and also just the pursuits in this game and how much insane bullshit you can find, and just, I mean, once you guys see what you can do with when you combine this mechanic here in a pursuit, it becomes a missile, man. It is so insane. So the thing I used to do is like get specific body kits for like engine front-ending cars, to the point where you basically just plow under roadblocks and just fling them like a zillion meters in the air. Just like, and then cut to Jojo, and then just wrecked. Bam, just roundabout.
Roundabout what?
Roundabout these nuts. Here we go.
I'm really the fat dude in this stream.
I mean, it doesn't help that I have a black thing on as well. Just
I have a white shirt. Well, at least it's motor stuff.
It's very fitting. I thought it was like a unicycle, yeah. I prefer this go green hippie shit.
I keep looking at the wrong camera, right? Because I have the PS4 camera right there, but it's the webcam right there. I need to look at it.
Oh boy. Come on, come on,
Come on, what?
come on, you can do it. Step it up. It's the thing I see through the red range, right, where it doesn't pull because it doesn't have the. Wow, I'm driving that right now. Where it doesn't pull through the corners, and it annoys me because I know what it is. It's just that the engine doesn't have the pulling power yet to do that.
You've played this game so much, man. You remember everything?
I wouldn't say everything, because the feel of the physics is still bad, as you can see. But yeah, I have played this a lot. I don't know how many times I've completed this, and I can. Here's how much I know it. You saw that shit right there. That was the AI literally pitying me. It broke for no reason. He could go way faster if he wanted to. That was literally the game showing sympathy. One of the first races as well, I knew was pity, where it let go of the gas, just for you to catch up.
I mean, I actually like that about some games, like they get the computer sense of victory.
Sure.
It's well hidden though, I would say. If you don't know
Yeah.
it, it's well hidden.
Yeah, exactly. It's just because I'm a nerd. Yeah. Oh boy. Thank you. Will you block him?
Ooh, super duper.
Will you block him? Oh no, he wouldn't. Yeah, but I think the most mean thing was like the photo booth thing. Totally I fucked up. Well, I'm trying to cheat a lot with that speed breaker thing. But yeah, the toll booth I did to get the bounty for this one, that was some mean shit because there was like 7, 8 cars in a row. I was like in the same lane. I was like, yeah, you ain't gonna get this, but I fucking did it.
Oh, look at that streak.
Oh yeah, that's
My arm's hurting. Can you imagine why?
no. Mom spaghetti, it's ready.
No, my arms are spaghetti. This time my arms are spaghetti.
These weak arms are heavy. Mastodon.
I'm actually happy how well this actually works with the capture card, because
Yeah.
I was actually afraid it was gonna screw
Nice.
me over.
We got his car. You know what the peak way of gaining the maximum money out of him? Because if you don't want to have that car, it is.
Sell the game. Sell the game. Sell the
Yeah.
car.
Yeah, but you sell the individual body kit first, and then you get the maximum money out of it. It's such a dumb idea, because the individual parts doesn't add up, so you have to sell them to get the maximum amount of money out of it. It's very weird. Yeah. This guy here, he has a Supra. We gotta steal his Supra.
I actually completed the game with that Supra.
It's a hella good car.
It's awesome. That's one of the reasons why I actually love the Supra, because at that time I was like, I need the Mustang, but it's also a Supra, so
didn't see it coming.
You know, on Infantry here by us, right?
Yep.
There is actually a dude who has a Supra.
Oh,
In one of the red apartments.
right.
There's a white Supra.
Nice to Supra. Is it the same as in this one? So
No, I know it's a Supra, but I don't think it's the same one because that's newer. I think that model was from 2012, I think.
That might actually be the same because there was a lot. Now I'm going to be nerd on you. There was a lot of period of time where Toyota didn't do any sports cars, so I think that might be a Mark IV. So this one basically. Besides the new one they have made with combined with BMW, they haven't actually made Supras in a long while. And from the guys who are really into cars and stuff, they hate it because it's basically, in many ways, it's a reskinned version of oh hell yeah, it's a reskinned version of a BMW Z4. So this is why I like to meme about it.
Can I say a hot take?
Yeah.
I know you don't like Need for Speed 15 that much, but the whole customization system in that game is S tier though.
It is. Honestly, if it had a better handling engine, it would be my favorite game by far. But it sadly doesn't. I think also in terms of story, it is the least dumb one and it's the least cheesy one.
Honey?
So it's been very nice. Alright.
Klokken 5. Kigger vi på noget mad?
Ja. Oh, good grip. Proper tires. Can you hear that, guys, in the chat? Can you hear the supercharger whine? You see the little boost gauge down there? Because I've added a compressor to it, now it actually has the sound of that. Nice detail.
But again, I still enjoy playing 15 more than at least Payback. Because the game is really awesome looking and the cars are really nice detailed. The whole customization, I really love everything about it. But the automatic turn system. But again, when I'm just chilling, I love actually driving around in that game.
It is very good for cruising and driving as well. But for racing, it's just like something. All right, this is a tip for you guys. I'm gonna remove all the body kit for this one, and then sell the car to get maximum value out of it. The reason why I just sell this car, I don't find it to be cool at all. Oh hell yeah.
Yes, it's nice. Are you talking about the customization for 15?
Yeah. Look at this cheater here. Look at this cheater. He has a body kit you cannot buy it. So yeah, then you get more money. Yeah. So yeah, we'll sell this one. Get more money.
Stonks.
Stonks. Hell yeah. I mean, it's totally min-maxing. Yeah, it's the Nietzsche trick here. Because his car has a lot of things on it. So it's actually a good value. I think it actually might sell better overall than you would think. Due to that. Done. And here we get trade back.
Need for velocity, high temperature.
Yeah, exactly. This is such a meme thing. Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't work with performance sadly, and I don't think it has any upgrades on it. But once the car gets more expensive, I mean, it has a high base price when you buy them, it means less and less.
I think the one thing that will screw me over is after playing so many racing games on PS3 and upwards, right?
Yeah.
I actually prefer using R2 to drive because you have better control, but not on the PS2 because it's not pressure control.
Honestly, I think it would be better as well, if I'm totally frank. But it's just like one of these. It would be the same situation where once you play, for example, right? If I play an old Tekken game, it's like it's just how it is. You just get kind of used to it. But I totally get that. I think it would be better as well. Actually.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, the TT, I use that a lot also.
I'm an idiot. I can sell it from the garage. I'm a fucking idiot.
Well, I know, but you're also blonde, so you know.
No, that's such a big F. Coming in with the pro strat and everything. Yeah. Just like, this is how you fucking do this, guys. Just like, yeah, you can solo me. I'm sorry, it's been a while. I lived, I'm blonde, and I'm pretty stupid. Here we go. Anyways, 1 out of 2 is only 50%. It's only 50% left. Here we fucking go. Sorry for that, guys. And we'll be right back. Honestly, can we just appreciate how well the engine sounds is in this game?
You can, but you shouldn't. Or,
Yeah, alright. I mean, once you hear the Mustang, right, that's a proper V8 sound. That's not some artificial bullshit. I mean, I like Gran Turismo and all, but for its time here, right?
So, people, we agree. If you redeem the ice thing, he's the one who's playing. It should be him who's getting it down his back, right?
As long as you don't put it in my coffee, I'm fine. Because I hate iced coffee. And iced coffee.
No, not both of us.
Both of you! Oh, that fair enough. I'll take that. If you're really good, then you just do it, time it perfectly while I'm in a pursuit or gets fucked. Just like, and then I'll do this motion and then
but
I
that's
don't.
the thing, I don't think you will actually be...
I'm actually pretty squeamish with some things, actually.
Oh, okay.
So I'm very tickly, for example. Oh yeah, this race here is like this is a very cool concept.
That's a good point. Andy says your reaction last time was actually pretty mad.
Mine?
Yeah.
I can't even remember it, so I think it's right. But yeah, yeah. This here is the coolest idea of a race. This is the only race where it matters about being fast through checkpoints. So your entry speed through these cameras here is actually what's important. This means that you can actually still win the race while being the one who is the last to close the finish line. It's a very cool idea.
I don't have enough points for it though. That's because you don't watch my streams enough.
Shut up, viewer shaming. Fucking love that. Watch my shit, yo.
It's just cash.
Yeah. Fuck him, man. He's the one who makes me go around the map just to so fuck you. Yeah. Now I'm shaming you, really. Specifically.
Like how Craig this is rigged.
Yeah, fuck you.
I mean that's just family love here.
Everyone.
For people wondering, Cass is actually my cousin. So.
Cousin bullshit.
How dare you? Like this. Oh, sorry. Posture check.
Posture check. I'm so close to driving well, it actually annoys me because there are certain things where I check walls and stuff, and once it clicks, I know how much to pressure, so I don't do the oversteer thing and dodge this.
Me use points. That's true.
Yeah.
Cass is clapping at him. Dookie.
Oh, hi, doggy. Have a treat. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Don't be a car here. 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 So take. Oh, I finished second. Damn. All right, I was too slow around that.
If you give if you give a dog a treat, right?
Yeah.
And you give him more, is it a retreat?
Retreat, yes. Imagine if a dog gets hyped about gurging up the same treat and you give it again.
It is. I've seen it happen. I mean, I love dogs, but they're stupid.
They really are, and I think having a dog too smart is actually something I've found very...
For some reason, scary somehow.
I mean, I actually find dumb dogs to be more adorable. You know, a dog has to be kind of stupid. F in the chat, first loss.
Okay, let me just do this.
Come on, come on, come on.
There we go.
F in the chat.
fail.
It is. It's a big oof. Oh, thanks, game.
It has to be playful and silly sometimes. Yeah.
Exactly.
But here's the thing: my own dog, who's sadly dead now, he's been for a couple of 5 years now. So. He was the kind of dog. When you give him a treat, he would spit it out because he didn't want it. Then you can take it and give it to him, and he was like, "Oh, another one? Yeah, I'll take that one."
Oh boy.
He's also the kind of dog he wouldn't always eat from his bowl, right? He has dry food. He wouldn't eat it, but when you take a handful of it, he would, because then for him it would be like a treat.
Right. I mean, I think that's like typical dog things, but there's just some things where it's just like, yeah.
You try looking at Onyx in the eyes and tell him he's dumb.
Honestly, that's my favorite thing to do to dogs. No, I'm not gonna sound like an asshole. Just like, oh, who's a cute dumbass? That's you, and just like,
and they're just like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, he says it in a nice voice. He's talking about me, just like.
They don't understand words. They understand
tone of voice. Tone of voice. Yeah. Kind of like. Yeah. All right, first try, guys.
I told okay. It's gonna sound evil, but he was okay at the time. Don't worry. In my parents' house, right? We have sort of a indoor. What's it called? Oh. Yeah. Well, we had a glass door, right? And whenever it was dark outside, his reflection would be there. So he would look at it and just be like, "What's that? What's that?" And I could say, "Go, take him!" And then he ran into the door, and then was like, "What the hell happened here?" He did it several times. He's okay. He was okay, but he was stupid. Really hella stupid. Jesus. Happened. I told you that story.
I mean, I know.
My grandma, mother on my mother's side, she had a dog called Bølle. He was cute. He was awesome. He's the most stupid dog I've ever heard.
Oh boy.
Because my father used to say that Bølle was so stupid you could kick his ass and he would turn around to say sorry to you.
I think also that, I mean, it's part true, but I also think it's just a matter of the psychology of dogs, right? Because they basically are people pleasers. I mean, in pure essence, that's like the difference between the dog and a cat.
I remember with Bølle, I had 2 of his toys, like squeaky toy, right? And I would give him one of them, and he's like, "Oh, thank you," like, you know, take it. And then he was just like waddling his tail, right? And I would give him the other one, and he would throw the other on the ground, take that one, and again be appreciated, like, "Thank you." And I would continue to repeat that.
The cycle.
Yeah. Man, I love dogs.
They are really fun. I have like the sense mere. I mean, I think dogs are more fun when you're around and can play with them, and also that's kind of like my view on it. I'm like kind of less giddy about it unless I'm with dogs, basically, because there's nothing I like to fuck around with more than dogs.
My thing is that there's actually a good thing, a good saying, I guess, between cats and dogs. Like, there's a difference. Dogs will be like this. They feed me and take care of me. They must be gods. With cats, it's like, they feed me and take care of me. I must be a god.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dogs are specifically bred to be submissive.
They are fucking loyal, right? Cats, if they don't want your shit, they're gonna let you know.
Yeah. I mean, loyal, yeah, but dogs, well, they're great. They're really interesting. I think I might be doing good actually because of that. Because the way I've seen it break so many times, just randomly. Huh. That's a good sign. Yeah.
But I gotta say, the next animal I want a bird. I want a cockatiel. Because they're a little bit bigger than a budgie, right? But they live twice as long.
Right.
And they're still kind of low maintenance, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Of course, every animal is kind of high maintenance, right?
Yeah,
but it's not like having a straight up parrot.
No. And also they are harder to supervise. Yeah, that's the thing as well, because I think the hardest thing you can actually have, just in terms of that, is actually dogs, but people just don't think about it.
No. And That's because if you, of course, if you have straight up parrot like a
I'm cheating here.
like
Cheating. Amazon, yeah, or I think he's actually called the same.
No, it's not.
I forgot the name. So then,
No, but yeah. A straight up parrot is high maintenance because they socialize very much and they actually need constant surveillance, like
Yep.
somehow. That's because there's a lot of people who actually has parrots who actually have a room for them specifically, like a mini zoo for them.
Yeah.
Because they need it. Whereas cockatiel is still a mini parrot.
yeah, also space and air, yeah, of course.
So I can actually let him go in, let's say, this apartment, and that will be
Right.
enough, as long as I continue to like talk to him and take care of him. Right?
Fair enough, fair enough.
So it's not the same thing. I of course need to take care of his cage, but again I let him out and
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's like a point as well, because that's the thing about the terrarias and stuff, with like aquarium and fish stuff and that.
okay. Cranky is saying something about cats. I read that cats are basically domesticated themselves. They were attracted to rodents gathering in granaries. Yeah, I mean that actually makes sense. I think I read that someplace as well. It actually sounds pretty familiar somehow.
Yeah, the interesting thing is that essentially dogs, like smaller breeds like terriers and stuff like that, are essentially bred like to have the same function as cats. But it's actually very interesting that the cats just eventually evolve into that as well. Oh boy!
I read an interesting fact about the dodo bird not so long ago.
Yeah.
That it's called the world's most stupid bird, right?
Yeah.
But that's because that island where they came from originally, right?
Yeah.
They didn't have any natural predators, so they were trusting of everything.
Oh,
That's the reason they were killed off, because people like us, we needed meat, we needed something, and we kept killing them off because the dodo bird were way too trusting. That's why it's called the world's dumbest bird, because it didn't have any natural predators.
I mean, that makes kind of sense. I wouldn't say that's dumb. That's like conditioned to.
Yeah, but that's the reason. It's the whole reason why it's called stupid, because it was too stupid to actually see it was killing itself.
Right. I mean, I think that's actually quite a lot to ask for an animal, though.
Yeah.
I mean.
But that's the whole reason. It's called the most stupid bird in the
Oh!
world.
That was bad.
What does a dodo do? Nothing. Not now. It's thing.
Die, apparently.
A dodo did it die?
Yeah. Prepare to die. What is this AI? It makes no sense. At times it's like mega boss and then it sucks ass.
Dodo's done dead. Yeah.
Dirty deeds. Dodo's done too. The dodo isn't it like the flightless bird thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean.
And it has a stupid face.
I mean. Yeah.
Do you remember how it looks?
For some reason I'm thinking of another bird.
No, I'm not talking about Dodo and the Dodos, you idiot. Dodo. When you have the time, I can.
That was bad.
Yep.
And then.
What's that Dodo in Ice Age? I don't remember that.
Really? Or some. Huh! Isn't that like prehistoric bird things? Is that the.
Yeah, but
Is that
Dodos are not actually. Are not actually prehistoric, because they actually lived well up in the 1800s.
Right.
Okay, I need to know.
Maybe that's actually why I don't know much about this, because they're fucking dead.
It became extinct in 16, but still that's not prehistoric. Like 1690 was the last.
No, yeah. I mean that's in like what's a good example? Oh boy, there is actually a. This is gonna get very nerdy. Are you familiar with Komodo dragons? Yeah. Actually, around 10,000 years ago, there was like a mega version of that in Australia. So it was like perhaps the closest thing related to it. So yeah, imagine like having basically a 7-meter long version of that. That's some scary shit.
All right, the birds were fighting over melon. Was that the dodo? I don't remember that. And
No.
Cranky he said his face looks like an old person that heard some offensive shit about you said.
Right.
Yeah, actually, it's constantly like annoyed or surprised, like, how dare you?
Someone told your elderly that candy sucks.
I tried to think of a song right now, but I can't remember shit from Candies.
Exactly. I mean, good blessings, man. I think it's like I think we have the same situation with that band. Like people who doesn't like death metal, they have an idea of what it sounds like,
Yeah.
and those 2 seconds they've heard sounds like ass, and that's everything they notice. Like, stay the
No,
fuck away.
But here's the thing, I've heard a lot of Candice because I have a... It's gonna sound so stereotypical, but my sister has Downs, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh boy.
she loves Candice, and I've heard a lot of it because of her, because when we grew up, we
Right.
shared a room,
Fair enough.
so...
I mean, my sister's pretty retarded as well. She unironically like Aaron Carter and stuff.
Yeah, but I love my sister.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, not to talk shit about this, but I like to tease the fuck out of her and just like be the big bully.
Yeah.
And especially with music, I like to be a mega prick.
Yeah, if you are unironically love Britney Spears, you're stupid.
Basically.
That's basically what you mean.
I mean, you don't. I don't believe you have more than a 2-digit IQ. Sorry. I mean, it's alright if you're a teenage girl, teenage boy, but yeah. Now I'm gonna be fucking demonetized, just like banned from Twitch for that comment. Hell yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's my channel, so...
Yeah, that's actually a point. Fuck, I didn't forget about it. I didn't. Fuck.
But I need to actually update my overlay. I think I did well, considering I don't have Photoshop.
Right. This race and one more, I think we will have a break.
Yeah, that's gonna be... That's like 3 minutes. So.
I
But
can
yeah,
do that. I can do that.
that's the Dota bird.
Oh, I know that one. Of course I do.
And again, it looks constantly stupid, right? Like,
Have you seen seagulls?
yeah.
If you want to see a really cool bird, try looking at shoebill.
Yeah, she will. I know that because in Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, right? The bird he has in that game is actually designed after the shoebill.
Right, that's cool.
Just a big ass bird.
Right.
Tresconate.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I actually love it. It looks derpy as fuck, but it's actually a really majestic bird.
Seriously, it's the closest thing to a real life hippogriff we have. And the thing I love about it is that it actually has a weird greeting with its beak, where it literally sounds like gunshots, or jackhammers, so it will make everyone paranoid.
It's designed after the Loft Wings in this game is designed after Shugo. You can actually see it.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
But again, it's not. The fuck is that? Don't know. Yeah, that's its constant like face, like, huh. Oh look, humans. Let's see what they're doing. What are you doing? Huh? That's their constant like life experience. Like, I need some food. What the hell is that?
Was ist the food?
You will give the food to me.
This is like,
I did a gay German voice again.
there's something about the Germans.
Hans.
It's so weird how we have that idea.
Like it's honestly, it's either gay or mad scientist.
Exactly.
That's the Germans for us, and it's sad because I'm like 1/4 German.
Yeah, pure bullshit.
I'm 1/4 pure bullshit.
Get the gist. I think the coolest thing about Germany, right, when if we're thinking from like a car point of view, right, since we're a racing game, right, Germans has like the weirdest idea ever about certain things, because for those of you who are not aware of, there's something called the Autobahn, where it's basically like no speed limits, and then they'll like have the most insane sedans ever and electronically limit them to like 250 kilometers per hour, right? But the thing is like they are so totally over the top and insane, where it just like makes no sense. But they're still practical and have 4 seats.
Yeah,
It's so German. I mean, it's basically like a stereotype. Oh, let's take a bullshit shortcut. Let's go to the greens. Yeah, but the thing they actually made like electronic limits on that, right? And I like how the German cars is just like, let's shove the... It is basically like if American muscle cars has taste. That is German insane sedans. And I love it. It's like, let's make something very high-tech, very fast, and very bunga, but make it practical and luxury. It's basically like if muscle cars has class. That's German sedans. Absolutely nuts. Also, did you know that Mercedes, right? They actually are the biggest manufacturers of V12 engines in the world. So the thing you find in a Sonda is literally a Mercedes engine. Think about that for a sec.
Okay.
They are absolutely bonkers when they want to be made. The problem is that they cannot do that with dominant. I mean, they can, but they just like to make insane engines, basically. Didn't hit it. And I really love Mercedes. It's just a shame that in this game there's only like, I mean, there is actually quite a few, but they aren't that good, to be honest. And I've tried the SL, which is German for super leicht, which means super light. That thing nearly weighs 2 tons. That's like the biggest lie I've ever heard.
Well, that being said,
Yeah.
we have to have a small break.
Yep.
Just be a couple of minutes for now, and when we eat, we're gonna take a longer break.
Yeah, exactly.
But for now, we're gonna get something to find something
Be
to
back. We'll see some insane pursuit hijinks. And
eat. Yep.
bye.